Welcome to this yoga ball class. I hope you enjoyed the first one, which was a bit more on the mindful side. Now this one is more active and mindful. So let's go. Start by sitting securely on your ball and just bouncing, mini bounces up and down, letting this movement come from your inner thighs. Your feet can be flat on the ground or on your tippy toes, whatever feels best. Focus on making the bounces really small. You can sway from side to side if you feel like it. Slowly coming to an end, opening your legs out to the sides even further, feet pointing outwards, and make sure that you're firmly seated. Take your time. Pick your nose and smear it in your hair. Start pushing yourself from side to side with your feet, making sure that the thighs are not collapsing inwards. Your knees should be pointing up towards the ceiling. Feeling the engagement in your inner thighs and your total hip apparatus. Don't just go effortlessly from side to side, and make sure you catch a really juicy stretch feeling on every side. If you want to intensify, try straightening the leg of the pushing foot even straighter. Continue at your own pace and feel free to linger on each side if you wish. This movement never gets old. You can always feel a good stretch. It's something you can do in front of the TV before you go to bed, and it will leave your hips all tingly and you will be able to sleep better. Keep it in mind and give it a try. Slowly find your end and bring your feet out in front of you, about as wide as the ball. Toes pointing forward. Make sure you're sitting upright and not slouching forward. Try and keep your hips engaged and your spine straight. Then begin to rock forward and backward. Hands on your hips to help. And just floss through this movement, feeling all the things that are happening in your hips. Again, if you feel an area of stickiness, feel free to linger. Now prepare mentally to come into a warrior two, not using the ball to rest on, using it for balance, for finding a bit more stability. Rotating your foot whichever side wants to go first, pointing to the front of your mat. Back foot is slightly turned in or parallel to the back of the edge of the mat. Bringing your arms up and out, straight in line from your shoulders, and pretend someone is pulling you from both sides, keeping your spine straight and your tailbone reaching towards the ground. Palm of your hands facing down and gaze forward over your front fingertips. Bring your awareness back to the front knee. It's pointing straight forward in line with your toes. Remember not to rest completely onto the ball, just using it for balance and finding that extra stability. Take deep breaths. Slowly finding your way back to center, and we will repeat this on the other side. Rotating your foot, pointing to the front of your mat. Back foot is slightly turned in or parallel to the back of the edge of the mat. Bringing your arms up and out, straight in line from your shoulders, and pretend someone is pulling you from both sides, keeping your spine straight and your tailbone reaching towards the ground. Palm of your hands facing down and gaze forward over your front fingertips. Again, making sure that the knee is pointing straight forward in line with your toes. Taking deep breaths and focusing on your balance. Slowly release and we come back to center. Feet generously apart, toes pointing forward and begin to conduct hip circles. Really big, active circles, scraping the edge of your outer range of motion so you can feel effects with every inch of your movement. Don't forget to switch directions and keeping in mind that these circles don't have to be perfect. It's all about feeling the feels. Again, this is a great movement just to do in front of the TV and integrate it easily into your evening program. And if you can't get your ass off the couch, then just remember how good this feels and how good the after effects feel. No excuses. Slowly finding your end, come to standing and the ball out in front of you. Bringing your knee down to the mat, whichever side wants to go first, your choice, and bringing the opposite next to the ball. Begin to push the ball forward and rolling along with your arms. Feel that engagement in the hips, and for more stability, root the top of your back foot down into the ground. You can go as far down as you want to. Make sure to be secure. Continue with these movements at your own pace and try to breathe with the rhythm of your movement. Finding your end and then slowly switching sides. Slowly and with control. The ball can be a bit wobbly. Take your time and be careful. This side will feel different than the other. It's perfectly normal. Try not to focus on this and try not to focus about the perfection of how this looks. Just focus on what you're feeling and try and make this as quality as possible. Slowly and with control again, coming to an end, legs meet on the mat, coming to a kneeling position, holding the ball straight out in front of you, bringing your knees more generously apart than usual to make room for your belly, bum on your heels, ball straight out in front of you with your arms straight, and begin to roll forward. Rooting the top of your feet down into the mat to create a counterbalance so you have more control. Try keeping the belly relaxed and just using the roof of your feet, your legs, your hips, and your upper back. 3 more high quality reps. Last one, and now begin to just rest on your ball. This was the first 8 minutes of a 16-minute class from my course. If you enjoyed this, I would be happy to see you there. Link is down below. Don't forget to like this video and comment down below on how it made you feel. Subscribe for more. Ding! And I will see you next week.